and she was telling me about her daughter and how she was now diagnosed bipolar. So I asked, "Are you bipolar?" She said no. "Is your husband bipolar?" She said no. I said, "Are your grandparents? Are the grandparents bipolar?" She said no. So I said, "Why is your daughter bipolar then?" She said, "Well, I had an aunt who, maybe my cousin." Okay, bipolar is going to be genetic. It's going to be the parents or the grandparents. It's not going to be the cavemen that when they were writing on the cave walls. That's just ridiculous. So I wanted to know what happened that she was now diagnosed. So she told me that her daughter was presenting with some symptoms of depression and anxiety and other symptoms. So I said, okay, well, how did this occur? She says, well, she was smoking a lot of marijuana, and then all of a sudden she started presenting symptoms. So I said, okay, well, marijuana lowers the serotonin. When you lower your serotonin to some degree, you have a free fall for a while before you start to present symptoms. But then, if it goes too far, it starts to trigger your predisposition. And in her case, these symptoms. But I tried to make her understand that if your moods are changing like every day or a couple times a day or a couple times during the week, that's not bipolar. Bipolar is two poles. You got your depression pole and you got your manic pole. And it goes from depression to manic very, very slowly. Not in a day, not in 2 days. Maybe the shortest cycle is 3 weeks. But she assured me she had brought her daughter to doctors and they did the evaluations and the assessments. And you know what came out of it? Her daughter is now on medication for bipolar. And she will be on this medication. And maybe they'll change the medication or change the dosage for the rest of her life. Basically, this kid, 16-year-old girl, her life is ruined. This woman should just recognize she met me for a reason and there were no random events. And hopefully she'll buy a vowel, and she will. I have clients for years that would come to me telling me they were diagnosed bipolar. They were not bipolar. So events had happened that lowered their serotonin, and I explained to them how Wellotonin works. I explained to them how their symptoms present. They tried Wellotonin. You know what? They got better. That's all I'm here to say. I hear about these stories every day. I'm sorry, but a lot of the doctors out there, they don't know what they're talking about. And a lot of your friends and your coworkers, they don't know what they're talking about either.